was so good. It was long though. But the ending, I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably saying it basically probably setting wise. That area that you fight in the ending, so freaking beautiful. So freaking beautiful. Can I select it again? Can I? No, it got a fill. Okay. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Okay, I think we could get used to it.
Another barrier, but it looks like Nev's work, not the Venatori's.
Okay, so this is definitely a game where you don't want to like just mash. It's definitely a little rhythm, but it's fun though. Ooh.
Very hiding. Not the worst timing.
Nev, it's so good to see you. We thought the Venatori had kidnapped you.
They thought the same thing.
At the end,
A lot of Venatori in the city have
said they were mostly bosses we've already fought, and it was kind of like a boss rush at the end, which I felt the dojo already provided. But the final fight was sick. You know what? I can actually agree on that. Because
Nev meet Rook. Harding and I found him a while back.
Can it stop? Because one thing I did like the boss fights, but you are right about that. They were repetitive. And matter of fact, I remember at one point I was like saying to myself, because my creative character was a female, I was like, well dang, is there going to be like any other like bounty? My favorite side missions was the bounties. I was like, is there any female bounties? And I think if I can remember, there was like 50, if not more, bounties to find. And one thing I remember was that out of all of those bounties, only one of them was female. Only one of them was female. And I was like, wow, okay. Like, I felt like that was a missed opportunity. I really feel like that was a missed opportunity.
Rook, like the chess piece.
One of the strongest pieces.
So yeah, I can't argue with you with that one. One of the strongest pieces on the board, but he tends to think it's lines. Nice job. We need information.
We haven't got a lot of time. Varric said you had a lead on Solus?
You get right to the point.
Now that you mention it, you're right. Yeah, there was nothing but one. There was just one bounty, female bounty.
I haven't seen Solus in person, but I did find hints of old magic, similar to what
I was about to drop what you think about this game. But can you tell me? Hold on.
Our Lady of Victory.
You telling me?
That's where your man's
you love it? I think I'm going to love it. What's up, Fighters? Why is putting you as a first-time chat?
Worse.
You're not a first-time chat.
More power than I'd expect from a dozen mages. You told me he was working alone.
I appreciate you stopping by, man. What you been up to?
An elven god.
I was lurking you. I think, was it last night?
He's causing trouble in
Night before last? One of your most recent streams. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's literally showing you as a first-time chat, and I don't know why.
So if we do catch Solus, or the Dread Wolf, whatever he calls himself, what's the plan?
He wants to bring down the veil. Hopefully that ritual takes his full attention.
So we catch him while he's doing his ritual, so he can't fight us.
That's the hope. If it comes to a straight-up fight, we're dead.
Saturday night for Halo, that was the one I was in. Because I know I was working when I was watching, and it was my work weekend, but I couldn't remember what night it was. I tell you, I'll be watching y'all while I'm at work. It really does help me. If it wasn't for y'all, I'll be going nuts. Ever since my promotion, I haven't been on the road as much, but even not being on the road is just as stressful.
And then demons
Oh,
found
why
them.
like I could get this? Well, nice to meet you again for the first time. It would be nice to have first time interactions again with some people. Now, just to let y'all know, we're explorers on this channel. We actually do side missions and be looting. Like I was saying earlier, I can't see how people can play a game like this and just do main mission and that's it. I can't do it. I gotta do at least 85, 90, 95% of everything. Rose, what is up, hon? How are you? Aren't you still streaming? 'Cause I know you're doing Baldur's Gate. How is that coming along? You working right now watching you? Oh, you work night shift? No, wait a minute. You're not in the US. I keep forgetting you're not in the US. Nope, hold on. You don't end this stream? You must be gotta work, that's why. Have I played other Dragon Age games? I did. I played Origins, I played 2. And I played Inquisition, but I didn't finish Inquisition. I was literally like past the halfway point, and for some reason I stopped. Most likely because another game probably came out, and I never got around to finishing it. You do, sadly. See, now you know how I feel. R2 to fire your bow. Hold on, tap R2 quickly. Your bow to hold on, R2 for aim. So it's just all. Okay, cool. I like that. So I don't have to hold L2. It's just all R2. That okay, I like that. I actually like that. I'm really enjoying this so far. Rose, I think you actually like this game too. I feel like that we have a pretty good similar taste on games. I think you would really like this. Okay, here we go.
Enchantment on the entrance. I can get it.
Well, you get it, and I see what's over here. And you just wait on me. Okay, so look like we'll be able to come back here. So I guess there's going to be some fast traveling, which I'm actually surprised about because I thought this game was pretty linear. You have to look at it. I'm gonna watch you and see. I think you're gonna like it. Hopefully I can make it entertaining enough for you.
So this is the Dread Wolf's hideout.
One of them, at least.
The creator character is pretty good, and
This looks ancient.
of course there's been a lot of drama with this game, but it's just BS. Overall, I really think that this is going to be a good game. I done had a couple people tell me that it's game of the year potential. And of course, I have others who told me the complete opposite.
He said the other elven gods were tyrants who oppressed his people. He was
But if
trying to help
anything I learned from law enforcement, and Rose, I know you know this as well because we're pretty much in the same field.
No sign of Solus.
When it comes to somebody or someone telling you something, sometimes you got to check the person who's telling you whatever they're telling you. Well, not check, but, you know, evaluate the person who's telling you.
Ancient elves doing something to a dragon, I think.
Yeah. Trying to control it, maybe?
Solus said the other elven gods were evil. If they were binding dragons, he was right about that much, at least.
I'm really liking the set. Okay, now that's cool. I need that for my... Oh, okay, wait a minute. So they don't want us to... exploit them, or they will regenerate. Okay. Oh, wait a minute, bro. I really like that the arrow is just one button. It's just one trigger.
Locked. There must be a way to open it. Let's look around.
I adapted to it pretty quickly too. I'm so used to holding L2 to aim.
Solus, the Dread Wolf, Ben Harrell. He's got
I think the only big criticism
Called him Chuckles.
I've been seeing is that I think it holds some merit in the story. It's too PG-13 and doesn't have the high stakes and grit that the older Dragon Age games had. That is ultimately preferring things doesn't make it a bad game. I feel that. I feel that. Matter of fact, it's so funny that you put it like that and worded it like that as well, because I was looking at like the like non-spoiler reviews on YouTube, and I seen a couple of similar comments on that. I think if you could look past the political aspect and the of course the raunchy sexy time that we're all used to from the older Dragon Age games and Mass Effect, overall it's still a pretty good game. Let's just hope we have our sexy time in the next Mass Effect game. This is a nice desk. You know what? You got the little cut in on the inside. I think other than that chair definitely don't look comfortable. I think this would be a good gaming desk. I think that would be a pretty good gaming desk. I like this statue though. You putting me up on the TV? Ooh, what size I am?
The big glowing window you saw earlier, Rook.
It's called an alluvian. They're elven and very old.
It acts like a doorway from one place to another. Solus uses them to get around quickly.
I hope they keep Mass Effect short. If they don't keep Mass Effect mature, I'm gonna riot. For real. I don't care how good the game will be without it, but if I don't have my mature on there, yeah, we got problems. Politics and mature issues in the game. I'm serious. I'm not gonna like that. People with like 1 to 10 scales, like the game itself could be a 10, but if we don't get that mature like we used to having in the previous games, like some people to be like, oh well, you know, just like in the previous games, really enjoyed it, or they could have done this, I'm gonna, you know, like deduct 1. No. If I don't have that, if the game is a 10, I'm deducting. That's taking it to a 5. It's taking it to a 5. It's taking it to a 5.
The fade's a mess this close to the ritual.
For real, for real. Oh shit.
Does it feel like those tremors are getting worse?
You'll be upset too. Hell yeah.
Think about it.
Hell yes. I don't care what anybody say. I'm sorry. I would literally tell people like, hey, like, you know, it's a good game, but don't get it, because you're gonna be trying to do something that you think that you're gonna be able to do, but it's not. You're not gonna be able to do it, and you're gonna be mad after spending 70+ hours on it. especially when you already know you eyeing somebody, and you know, like you get to that part, even if it does have that part and it's like edited AF, and you done put in all that time making sure you made the right choice. Like, nah. They're gonna do the same thing like they did with Mass Effect 3 and got there, had to put in DLC for like a extra ending or whatever. They're gonna have to literally make them make an expansion pack just for mature. Make a mature expansion pack. I would be one of those weird ones that IGN be talking about, like, yeah, people are upset because it's not mature enough. You damn right. You damn right. That's one of the main reasons why I love Mass Effect. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, like I said, I love the game. Love the game. I'm even thinking about replaying it for like the 6th, 7th time. But man, if y'all don't give me what I want, whew. EA might block me, for real. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of cool, y'all. Oh, you. Oh. And then the thing about it, IGN will, you know, make it seem like that we're the problem, you know, just to make themselves look good. But y'all know y'all want it just as bad as we do. It's also about war and stuff. It would be sad if they didn't make it serious. Oh yeah, definitely. That's one of the main reasons why I loved it so much. And then one thing I always like tell people, of course, you know, with me being in law enforcement, when I first came, when I first played Mass Effect, when they first came out. Oh shit. No, do the other thing. Oh. Okay, here we go. I was playing it. I understood what was going on because I was in high school and college when they was coming out. But I started playing it again for like the 3rd time when I got into law enforcement. And a couple years again after some years experience in law enforcement, and I was playing it totally different. Mass Effect is one of those rare games. It's one of those rare games. Like it, if you play it, like, you know, not just seriously, but as if it was you, like you are Shepard, then you kind of get a feeling and get a sense of feeling of, you know, like the type of person you are. Especially if you're streaming it. Other people gonna get a sense of feeling like, okay, you know what? You're pretty fucked up, dude. Especially Mass Effect 2. Oh my god. Mass Effect 2 was so freaking good, yo. That end game mission, when I played it for the very first time, I lost one person. I lost one person out of everybody. But that one person I lost, I felt like, I'm not gonna say like who it is because I don't want to, you know, like give it away or anything. When that person died, I felt like they died happy because they died happy doing what they loved to do. It just felt right. But the feelings I was having for Mass Effect 2,
All right, I'll
I literally felt a deep connection with my crew members. They did that so freaking well.
Isn't gonna stop just because an old friend asks nicely.
It was to the point I didn't even want Mass Effect 2 to be over.
Justify changing his mind.
So need someone to help him justify changing his mind. Yeah, you can do it.
We've got your back.
That's felt real in Mass Effect. Yes,
You can.
because the conversations,
Whatever else he is, he's my friend.
the conversations that you have with them, and the way that they open up to you, it was so good, yo. It was so good.
Take care of the team for me.
The little personal moments you have with them, you know, outside mature, like you genuinely like getting to know them, and they're genuinely like, you know, opening to you. The voice actors and actresses on that game, they straight up killed it, yo. The writing was so good. Yes, it was. It really was.
Let's buy him some time.
Matter of fact, when I do play it again, I bought the
We can't hold these demons off forever.
what it is, the remaster, remake edition, whichever the last one was. Day one. I played a little bit of it just to see how the first one was, and I was really, really, really impressed with what they did. I'm not gonna lie, the way that they did Mass Effect 1 is definitely playable again. So I could only imagine how Mass Effect 2 is when I play it again in that version that came out the last time.
People are dying right now. You need to listen.
Everything was just so good about that game, yo. Even the soundtrack. I can honestly say Mass Effect 2 soundtrack is one of my top 5 soundtracks. And it's a really good soundtrack to go to bed to as well.
People are always dying. It is what they do. Shit. We need a better plan.
Do you want me to take the shot?
Won't work. He's too powerful.
What if we disrupt the ritual?
How?
See those statues? If we break the scaffolding holding that one up, the whole thing will come down on Solus.
It's risky. Interrupting a ritual at this scale will have consequences.
And what about the demons? Varric needs us to hold them off.
Right, you two stay here. I'll bring down the statue.
What? No. Stepping into all that raw magic is suicide.
The storm could tear you apart.
Anyone
Matter of fact, now that I think about it, I'm not gonna lie. One thing I do
You'll need
regret
backup. I'm with you.
on my first playthrough of Mass Effect, the
Either
whole
way, someone
trilogy,
needs to stay back and deal with the demons.
because of the carry through, I'm not gonna lie. Because I did play a male. I bounced back between male and female characters that let you create. Only thing that I regret is that I chose A. I don't want to give it away because I don't know who played and who didn't. I know it's been long enough for people to play, but still though. I chose A and not, I chose the female, but not the guy in Mass Effect 1. And true Mass Effect players know who I'm talking about and why. One is definitely RPG. Bravo, yeah, you know who I'm talking about, Dan. Yeah. I should have let that one go. And kept K. His name started with a K. Did I think it was K? Yeah, I should have let A go, and kept K. Want to play Cyberpunk is so I can make the most beautiful women with the biggest wing. Cyberpunk is so good. I didn't play the DLC yet, which I hear tons of good things about. Matter of fact, I just might end up streaming that pretty soon because I wouldn't mind going back to Cyberpunk for real. Let A go. Yeah, yeah, because the conversations that you have with her in Mass Effect 1 is wild. It's wild. And I mean, I don't want to like, bring up anything, political or anything or whatever. But you would know who she voted for at this time. You would know because her conversations was wild. I know Bethesda games are in depth, are as in depth RPG, but the Starfield, there's one depth that hits really hard. Your first playthrough, but it's even worse, or a second because you realize that choice you made, you have to make determines who dies. My first playthrough, I thought of it was gonna be my wife. Was a scary moment, but who ended up being even harder. The fact, interesting fact with Starfield, I'm literally at the end. Like the only thing I have to do is just go to the end, and I know how it ends, but for some reason don't. I don't know why. It's like I didn't want the end. I don't. I can't explain it. Don't try to pick and brain. You're not going to get nothing out of it. But I don't know why. I just didn't end it. I did end up romancing who I wanted to romance, and I feel like my playthrough was the playthrough that I wanted. I think after I found out like it ends, but it really doesn't end. Like it kind of technically it really doesn't end. It's like, well hell, like I technically beat the game in a way, but at the same time, like I didn't. So it's like, oh well, I'm done. I'm done. So I 100% understand. I used to have the issue of playing 99% of the game and then not completing it. That was Starfield for me. That was Starfield for me. And I don't know why. Like I said, I guess if I didn't found out how the ending will end, even though it doesn't technically end, which I'm pretty sure everybody knows by now, if you especially look at video game news or whatever. Like I said, a part of me was like WTF, and it's like, you know what, I'm done. I'm just gonna go ahead and move on to the next game. Like if they did something, I'm not gonna lie, if they did